It's your boy Christian Fandom Geek. We're still talking about race bending, guys, because I've got a lot to say about this, and I'm going to say it. At the end of the day, if you're only bent out of shape and annoyed because a black person is playing a role that you perceive to be a Greek or somebody that you would think of as non-black, then if there's race bending the other way round, where it's a white person playing a role that should be for a non-white actor, if you're not criticising both, I've got news for you, you're probably racist. And at the very least, you have an unconscious bias against people of colour or against... And it comes under this thing of everything's DEI. So suddenly, if a black person gets a role, even if they're the best actor in the world, if they get a role that you perceive as not for a black person, you start labelling it DEI, and it all comes out, all these sort of, oh, it's DEI, all these epithets of DEI come out, and all you care about is the fact that it's a black person playing a role that you perceive to be for a white character. Grow up. And if you're only going to criticise it the one way, but then when if a white actor or actress gets a role that should be for a person of colour, you keep absolutely quiet and you carry on and think, okay, I'm not saying anything about that, then you're probably racist. And there's not much else to say about there, is there? Let's be honest. Now, at the end of the day, a Finnish dude is playing the role of Christ in the Mel Gibson Passion of the Christ sequel, okay? It's the Resurrection of the Christ, I think it's going to be called. So, let's be honest, a Finnish dude shouldn't be playing the role of a Middle Eastern prophet, Middle Eastern figure that is what we believe to be the Son of God when he was born in Palestine, Middle East, a Middle Eastern man. Yeah, Middle Eastern man of colour, okay? A Scandinavian dude shouldn't be playing that role. So, let's have it there, let's be honest about it, let's call it for what it is, guys. It's crazy, guys, in this day and age that we're arguing about race bending and stuff like that. I'm not, like I say, I'm not into race bending myself, but I'm not gonna... It ain't the end of the world, guys. As long as it's not compromising the actual project and the integrity of the project too much, then I'll watch it. And if it does compromise it too much, then I'm gonna say so. And I'll be sort of have intellectual integrity about that. Even if I like the actor, I'll still say that. But you know, it's not the end of the world, guys. There's bigger things going on. There's bigger fish to fry. There's bigger things going on in the world than getting upset about the Odyssey. And obviously, if you are the sort of folk that, you know, that integrity is important, and I think integrity is important, to be honest, and I think being faithful to source material is important, I do agree with things like that, then you're going to have to say it to everything. You're going to have to, it's not one rule for one and a completely different rule for other people. So it means that, you know, a Finnish dude playing Jesus is also bang out of order. Mel Gibson's got cast that completely wrong. And you should be making videos about that as well. So just do it the right way. Yeah.